Alright, here we go. Welcome to the show. Now, if I want to entertain you, and for you to stay, I better introduce myself. I've heard that it makes people more likely to stay, just in case the strings don't work. I'll use Phantom for this. He's pretty good at popping stuff that doesn't exist into existence. Though he's pretty much the better version of PowerPoint, but don't tell him I said that. So, let's start off with the name. You can call me Filip. Why is it spelled this way? Well, because Phantom just had to grab a Czech person, kurva. How old am I? Well, Phantom's as old as time, and I seem to be older than that, at 23 years old. At least that's what chat says. Thank you. Now, there's one thing I have to mention as the thing I like doing the most. Obsessing. I tend to get invested into things for a couple weeks. I mean, consume as much as I can from the media, and then I drop it. Imagine your typical 2-week Minecraft phase with the boys. That's me, but with literally everything. Now, the exception to this is music. I have been obsessed with the same artist for quite some time now. I'll let you guess who that is. Also, I used to be a bartender before, well, this. So I really like talking about cocktails or anything else in the food and beverage industry. It also doesn't really belong in the obsession category. I have way too many games, movies, shows, and so on that I like exactly because of my weird obsession tendency. So I won't name any here, but feel free to yap about yours in the comments or chat. I will probably know it and remember at least a bit. Now, what can you expect as my entertainment? I decided to use my obsession the opposite way of how it usually affects me. With your help, I'll choose something to get obsessed with. On streams, we'll play the games of that thing, maybe yap about other media, or watch the other media, depending on what you will vote on. And then, when I and you get bored, we move on. This will usually take about 2 to 3 weeks, but it can take longer or shorter, depending on the thing. I'll also make a video about this obsession, again if it's long enough, but we'll see. I have kind of already started with this concept, because the first obsession is Cyberpunk 2077. So expect a bit more of that. We'll probably at least finish the games, and maybe yap at least one stream about Cyberpunk itself. Well, if you like the sound of this, that means I've already got my strings attached, puppet. So just sit back and enjoy the show. Follow me on Twitch and join the Discord to vote and participate in the obsession voting, and of course in the community itself. I do like talking to you guys. See you there. Tschüss!